You are opening your mouth to tell me that you are from Edo State. Why are you doing this?
I am of the opinion that VERYDARKMAN is indeed being used at this point, and if he's not careful, what has just happened might just be a tip of the iceberg compared to what is going to be happening in the future, which I don't expect he changes because many people look up to him. Like many of you watching this video, the Rattle community. Please calm down. My last video was mainly based on me trying to discuss the 48 laws of power, looking at his person and how he can also learn from the principles I shared to become a better version of himself in the process. Some of you are not new to the news that the man himself, whom we discussed recently, Alex MASCOT, is alleged to have gotten the young man that he actually assaulted, if I'm to put it that way, to apologize. And even the police themselves have also reacted to the story. That is what we are breaking down today. So if you think I hate MASCOT, he's my brother, but you know, on this platform we have to make sure we are facing facts without any sentiment. You have to understand something. I am not a reporter. I'm not coming to tell you what you don't know already. I make trends make sense. So anytime you're watching me, you're not watching me to know what you already know. You're watching me to get my opinion of what I think is going on, and probably as well as we get to learn about the situation. So please understand the platform you are. So this is an apology video. Let's play it and then I'll have a bit of rebuttals to that.
Good day, Nigerians. My name is Steven Abuashiri, the boat driver that had a misunderstanding with Right Honorable MASCOT Igwechi some days ago. I still actually want to apologize to him that I'm sorry.
That point of hesitation to that physical expression. Observe.
For whatever I must have said or must have done to have provoked him to that level of anger.
Now, remember in my previous conversation I was saying that when he had this meeting with VDM and VDM actually helped push the conversation to become more public, he was talking about things that were not in the audio that was recorded. Some of you were calling me names, but you were not listening to what I was saying then, because I know for a fact that when he was recording the conversation, it was very intentional because he's not supposed to act in a way that would implicate him knowing what he was doing. At the time he was recording from that particular point, MASCOT didn't know he was recording, so he was being authentic and being himself. Do you understand? But the point that MASCOT knew that he was actually being recorded was when he started speaking more like in the third person. Oh, okay, as if he's talking to someone. That was when he realized that, oh, I think I have been recorded. That's why when he went to him that time, he was trying to collect the phone or something.
Come on, get out of this place.
I need my payment, sir.
Come on, collect.
All right, so this is where I am. I just got 3 slaps from this man here, just because I told him to come and get his stuff and pay me my money. So he's claiming that
Tell them my name is Honorable Alex Igwechi. I'm a member of the House of Reps. Tell them I slapped you.
Okay.
Call the Inspector General of Police. Call him. Let him come.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Record me very well. Record me very well.
All right. That's nice.
You came to my house to disrespect me.
I didn't disrespect you. I said pay me my money and let me leave.
Come on, give me that phone.
Do you understand? So that was what I talked about in my previous video. But anyway, so right now he's now saying that he's apologizing for what he might have done to provoke him. Now, anyway, two of us were not there as to what led to the situation from the beginning, even though he shared his own style of the story. But it begins to even make a whole mess of it, because I think this particular apology, I think in my opinion, for him to even be apologizing without even relating to VDM that brought the issue public and all that, even the lawyers that have been working with him to see that the case is prosecuted, coming on his own, and also VDM got to allege the fact that he has been hanging out and chilling with this same man as well, even when they have a case or a situation together. So this might actually have been expected, but let's go on with his apology.
I am very, very sorry. This is actually a medium where I would like to tell all Nigerians that it is not time for us to start dividing ourselves based on religions or tribe or region or anything. That we should actually come together and try to see how we can unite this nation and move the nation forward. Please, Nigerians, let's forgive and forget. As even contained in our Lord's Prayer, that Lord, please forgive us as we forgive those who trespass against us.
So him saying now that he's the one at fault or the one that provoked the honorable is just a twist, but we are getting to where I think I really need to address. Let's go on.
For there's no justice without forgiveness. Thank you very much. And I still want to use this medium to thank my family members, my parents, my brothers, my uncles, and everybody that stood by me. I want to appreciate all of you. I love you all. I love you all. Thank you. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you. God bless Nigeria. Like play, VDM don't enter everybody. Even lawyer Deji is part of everybody. When the situation, of course, got really serious, the people that brought attention to the case were not worth thanking. In fact, they did not even know before you came out and came and apologized, because proceedings were already going on. In fact, let me read what the police had to say. It was quite interesting. I was on Twitter reading. This is what the policeman had to say about the case. He tweeted and said here, that is Benjamin Hundein said, thank God he did not apologize in the police station or before case went to court. We hear him, because Nigerians would have dragged the police and said that police are the reason why he apologized, and then probably the police is involved and all of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So at least that did not happen before he was taken to court. And then someone now asked in the comment and said, what if he decides to withdraw the case? What if he decides to withdraw from the case? Will the police proceed with the case? And then this is what the police, of course, replied. He said he gave an example of the case between Will Smith and then Chris Rock, the whole slapping incident, because Chris Rock didn't go ahead to make a complaint or file a complaint. So you cannot complain for the person who is a victim. VDM already, he's saying, I'm going to play the video of VDM's reaction. Some of you have seen it already, because I noticed in my last video, if I'm posting a video of VDM here, you have seen it already. So it's as if you know everything. So let me just talk about it before I get to play it for those who are new on this whole conversation. So VDM is saying that, so VDM reacted and was talking about the fact that he had already taken steps as well to help push the case. And he talked about the idea of them wanting the man himself to pay for damages from 20 million. Deji was saying 50 million, and then they later agreed at 5 million with a car. Now, if this same man himself is now moving and fraternizing with, if the man himself is allegedly moving and chilling with the same MASCOT himself, what else do you expect? Indeed, of course, they might even have a better deal, and that deal would require that he comes out and do this apology or this damage control, if I'm put it that way. And of course, it is in his right for him to do this, whether he's right or wrong. It is actually his own issue in the end. Does it make sense, my dear friend? So, but it's just that for him to ignore the police, ignore the people themselves who worked for him to actually, get a footing in the case. Tomorrow, would he come back to VDM? Of course not. But the people here decided, I'm just wondering, because him preaching forgiveness, of course, forgiveness is a Christian virtue indeed. Just that at that time, he could have been preaching forgiveness from Genesis. At that, if forgiveness was what you were preaching, then you couldn't have recorded, you couldn't have been calling people to help you. So what has happened that right now is because you have to be consistent. If it was forgiveness from inception, you couldn't have been recording probably, because, forgiveness as well, love keeps no record of wrongs. You couldn't have called for Nigerians to help you. You couldn't have even gone on VDM's video to go and even speak more and say that even he was even saying that he will pay how much million that he will make him disappear. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now he's talking about forgiveness. Some people are saying that when it comes, someone said in the comment, let me read this comment I saw. Someone said, poor man will betray you once he sees money. After all the effort VDM put. Indeed. So I think as well, probably he got maybe a better offer than what VDM and Deji were working towards getting for him. And then he decided, But that offer will require him to do this, because had it been he told VDM and the lawyer that is working with VDM, they wouldn't have allowed him to do this. Do you understand? So he knows what he's going to be taking as an advantage as well for that, if money is involved in the exchange for this to happen. Do you understand? Because this is more like an out of court situation right now. So let's listen to VDM's reaction on the issue after his apology. So,
person that was harassed, abused, assaulted, degraded.
Let me go.
Look at this monkey.
I don't care what
And
I
after everything is coming back to apologize to his oppressor. I don't know what happened. Maybe they have threatened him, or maybe they paid him to come and do this. But this doesn't make any sense.
Nobody knows what happened, okay? We are just watching the situations as they unfold.
If you don't know who that is the boat driver that was assaulted last week by this guy, Honorable Alex MASCOT Ikwechi, a honorable member of the House of Representatives.
Actually, when I was doing some findings about this Honorable MASCOT, after he moved to Abuja, if I'm to put it that way, and becoming what he is, he actually joined the Muslim community. But I saw him in my research about him celebrated for becoming a Muslim, and he actually, has a Muslim name. You could see the information on your screen as I share that. I was just wondering to myself, interesting, I would say. People are saying it's a political move. People are saying it's a personal evolution, but that is something I just noted for you people to know. I don't really see many Igbos who are Muslims, even though there are Igbos that are Muslims. I'm not trying to be tribalistic or religious phobic or whatever. I'm a Christian myself, so I think that is on period. But something interesting I actually found out as well is that when he was being charged to court, he pleaded not guilty. I don't know if you guys were really following. Yeah, that's a picture I just posted. But before he was charged to court, he was said to have been arrested. But the next day, he was already in the House of Assembly apologizing. He read an apology. He read a speech. Listen to the speech.
As a member of the esteemed House, I deeply regret my words and actions that occurred at the heat of the moment. And I take full responsibility for how this exchange has impacted on the citizen, Mr. Abutseya, his family, and the entire public. I acknowledge that I am human, thus infallible.
I think English scholars will have to help me here. If you say you are infallible, that means you are incapable of making mistakes. I think it should be thus fallible, not thus infallible. Am I correct, my dear friends? Let's go on.
And in recognizing the significance of the role as a public servant, I am mindful of the weight of my words and actions and how they may have affected those that I represent. Since the incident, Citizen Abutseya and I have engaged in alternative dispute resolution methods.
So, of course, this agrees with what VDM was talking about, or would be talking about, the money discussion. So, I guess the alternative dispute resolutions is what has led to this apology. But he goes on to talk about the fact that indeed they have reached a consensus.
And I am pleased to inform this Honorable House that we have reached a respectful and constructive resolution. Additionally, my sincere apologies to the leadership of the House, my honorable colleagues, and the entire National Assembly as a whole for any deficit of goodwill that this particular incident may have caused. I am aware that my actions reflect not only on myself, but also the esteemed institution, the trust that the public places in us. This experience has served as a humbling reminder of the need for restraint and self-control, particularly in challenging situations.
So he actually owned up for what he did or something and was being remorseful, according to how the house put it, that he was remorseful. And they even said that, okay, they themselves against what the people want, because people were demanding that he be suspended in the house. The house were saying that they're going to put him under investigation by the Ethics and Privileges Committee in order to come out with a report or something. But of course, the house will stand for their own. But I was just wondering, in part of his apology, he was saying that they have reached into a reasonable compromise, or what I say, resolve a situation at the house. And the next day, he was actually in court where he pleaded not guilty to the situation, which had to be adjourned. So I was just wondering to myself, I think the VDM and then Deji could have seen something coming along all the way, because if you went to the house to go and apologize for what you did according to the video evidence that was recorded, because had it been it wasn't recorded, nobody would be talking about the situation right now. We will not even be hearing about it. It now becomes quite interesting that the person himself who has been apologized to is now the one apologizing back for being the genesis of what provoked the person. And it just becomes a twist. So indeed as well, the apology might be coming because there is an engineering going on behind the scenes. And whether you like it or not, this right here would paint Alex MASCOT in a good light, which I have no issue with his person. Whether he's painted in a good light or a bad light, we just discuss the trend and then try to make sense out of the situation. Let's finish up with what VDM had to say in his reaction, because he's the one that dealt directly with these people. We just discuss on social media based on what we see.
You all saw the video online because the video went viral. In the video, he said a lot of mean things to this guy. He called him a lot of names. He said things like, I will make you disappear. You are a rat, monkey. He slapped him. Not just that, he said I was going to lock him inside his generator house as if he was one animal. And after everything, they took this guy to the police station. He was detained and they seized his car. And after all this thing, this guy is back apologizing. If I now tell you what we did to make sure this guy get justice, and what this guy did to us in return, you will not believe. Nigerians, oh boy, I feel now, this right here is a problem. And first things first, before I tell you now what we go through, now I want to say this to the people. I heard this honorable MASCOT. If like they say come from Anambra, to Anambra people, I've been an Abia people. The best thing that will happen to you people is to not let people like this guy to enter power. I'm telling you the honest truth. Because a man that is supposed to be held accountable for something, he do this code, to the point where we say his victim started apologizing to him. If you don't know what that means, that is a very big thing. Oh. It means say, if you put this kind of person for power, he go do and undo and he go use money shut things down. Take it from me. You don't.
That makes sense, because like how the guy went from ha 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 to you don't know what happened, but what he says here makes sense.
I don't want this guy to have power ever. Now this boat driver, when that thing happened, I saw the video, I posted it online, and I said I need to look for this guy. He must get justice. Finally, I think it was somebody that sent me. I think Deji Adeyanju, my lawyer, was the one that sent his number. Deji Adeyanju sent his number that somebody sent to him to send to me. I finally called the guy. I said, let me hear his side of his story. I took him somewhere. We made a video, which I posted online. This guy narrated his story and even added extra what we didn't see. Do you understand? He now said a lot of things and what we didn't see. I felt so much pity for him. Say, no, a human being should not be treated like this. Right. I took him straight to Deji Adeyanju's office. Deji Adeyanju now heard from him. Deji Adeyanju was bitter. It was like, which kind of thing be this? He felt compassion. He wrote the petition immediately and said, we must take up this case and make sure this guy gets justice. Before you know it, I suppose the video, Deji don't go police station. They don't start to make their move. I was home. As I did house, after I post the video, his friend, this honorable MASCOT friends, now started calling that please, so this thing is now going viral, that please, they want the best way to resolve the issue. I say, okay, you want to resolve the issue? Say yes, that the guy is sorry. That the honorable MASCOT guy is sorry. I say, okay, no wahala. This is what we'll do. If you want us to settle this matter, you have to compensate the guy. They say, no problem. Do you understand? They say, no problem. They say, how far? What is the compensation? I say, you give the guy 20 million and a boat, a car, a Corolla for him to be doing boats, because the car that was detained is for his Oga, and his Oga will collect it. They said, that 20 million is too much. I said, no, that's all it takes. Meanwhile, this was around evening. Barrister Deji has been with this boy and the honorable member in the police station.
Now that let's assume that what has happened, he was being sent to do so, or that was a condition he had to do to get anything. Let's assume so, okay? Because that would be the assumption generally. For them to even start talking about money, compensation, this and this, which you didn't know, I didn't know, we are knowing now because Kasala don boss or this has happened. If not, you couldn't have known what happened behind the scenes. Shebi, you can now say that indeed, one way or the other, money is involved some way in this particular apology, because money has already been a discussion. Let's go on.
Because by strategy was trying to make sure this thing gets to court and let them pass judgment against the honorable member. And I'm called by strategy. I said, by strategy, in people don't they beg. I won't do. I said, I've told them that they should bring 20 million and the car. By strategy say no. That is with the guy in the police station, the honorable member. That the honorable member is very rude.
So you see now, it's just it's funny. I think I've been in this kind of situation before, where I was discussing about one human being, and then people come behind the scenes and they're talking to me, and that's why, okay, anyway, I don't even give out my number. So we see ourselves right here in the video, and that's it. And then with respect to that, they are begging and offering something. I'm like, I don't collect money for what I do or something. I don't call it. I just discuss trends and I move on. But the main person himself doesn't even know that people are working behind the scenes to protect his image. And in the end, the person will always maintain their character. So that feedback as well wasn't there. So I think that's where the conflict, of course, of interest comes in. Why did you would be speaking that way? Let's go on.
That is not remorseful. That was looking down on the boy and this one now and that. No, they should bring 50 million and a car. I said, by strategy, I beg. Let's just, I've spoken to the victim and I've told him that I can try to secure something for him. At least, maybe now God uses one, take butter and bread. Make him just get one car, hold small money, then start up a life for himself. By strategy, say, okay, that I should make sure I be there. They said it was too much. We started going down. Finally, we arrived at 5 million naira and the corona. I called by strategy. By strategy, say no. Me and him argue. Finally, we agreed. We go station. I met the guy and I told him that this is what we agree with. They will send the money to you and they'll buy the car. The guy now said, okay, no problem. The next day, we were calling them. Meanwhile, they were in House of Assembly where they were drilling the guy. The House of Committee, they were interrogating the guy.
You follow the logic right here, just like I was saying. This happened before the next day that he had to be at the House of Assembly, which I played the video for you. Let's go on.
After they finally transferred 2 million, 1 million, the money shall complete for the Uber driver, the boat driver hand. They paid him. I called him, they paid you. He said yes. He's remaining in the Corolla. Next thing, tempo come down. The guy apologized with it. So I now called and I said, how far now? They never give this guy this car. What's going on? They said they've given him the car. I was shocked. I said, what's going on? This guy never called me to tell me, right? And I said, the guy now said, bros, the car, they say the car was not good. They brought it, but we didn't like it. And I said, but you people didn't carry us along. Do you understand?
Even that point alone, for him to receive the car, not telling you, and you are the one that have to, then something is going on.
Cut the long story short, that one passed. Later, they now called, they said they will go and bring the car from Dubai to come and give the guy. Say no problem. Our own is that the guy must be compensated.
I just hope no one starts to look at this as blackmail or something. This is more like, I think in legality we call it alternative dispute resolution. Yeah, so just in case someone start thinking in that line.
By strategy, say he must be compensated. That's just what he wants. Then everybody can go. That justice is not a must that somebody will go to jail. If the two parties agree, then it's fine. That one pass. Yesterday, the president of the association now called and said, that do I know what is going on? I say, what? Said that the guy, that boat driver and his brother have gone to that honorable member's house to go and be chilling, Dadiana. And I said, from where to where? Do you understand? And next thing now, this guy is coming outside to come and apologize.
Do you know what it means as well for you to have so much attention that you are the center of the case, and now he has access and relevance by association to an honorable member that says, do you know who I am? You just gave him access to someone that is of influence that probably can change his life. Do you understand? See, that's what makes VDM different from, or would I say, what makes him unique for what he does. Because he has rolled with people that are of power and of influence categorically, and he doesn't actually, would I say, respect them. even though he's respectful, he doesn't really care and let that get into his head. Oh, this person is this person is this. Oh, okay, make a mellow. If you enter in way, he will just clear you and then move on. Do you understand? But you see, this person just got a glimpse of access, a glimpse of association, and is already misbehaving or something. Do you understand? I think that is where his frustration as well would be for VDM, seeing that this is how it's actually going. Let's go on.
Didn't tell us he didn't do nothing. Meanwhile, Barrister DG stayed with this guy in the police station from morning till night. Barrister DG represented this guy in court. This guy no pay 1 naira. He no pay 1 naira. We na so they walk up and down, they go they bargain, they go different place, go sit down. We no go gree. We the ginger up and down with our fuel, everything. And this guy, after everything, he go through our back. Go talk, go meet the guy for back. They push you, go. Make you go do apology, making all of us look stupid. As if we don't know what we represent, Abi.
Of course.
You don't get clear. Are you a Delta man? A Niger Delta man?
Indeed, he made them look stupid, like for real.
No. But it's fine. It's fine. But I'm just disappointed. I'm really, really disappointed. That's just the thing. I'm just really disappointed. Because I'm not expecting anything, obviously, because not even concerned. Even when they give him the 5 million, nobody asks him for nothing. Everybody leave him the go. You understand? We'll pass that level, 100. You understand? But again, you don't even carry us along. Say, this is just go do it for back. Go and apologize. Let's do it like this. Go and apologize.
I think if the deal was for him to get a car and get 5 million, and he has gotten the 5 million and gotten the car whether he likes it or not, and what if he has been offered that he can get more and get a job or get a thing, or maybe his oga has also been spoken to as well to influence him to do this, which also gets to clear MASCOT's name and also gets to end the case, or would I say stop the case in court or something. This might also be him doing it for more, because the deal that they agree with, 5 million and a car, has been settled. So what would be the motivation? Say money they always finish. Shake it. Let's go on.
May God help us. And to the honorable member, from tomorrow we'll continue the case. There are some part of the case that we did not consider before. We go investigate that. Now, mind you.
Now, when he says continue the case, I think maybe it's just the social media talk, not legally, like based on court proceedings, because the prosecutor himself is backing out. So, do you understand?
It was because we kept quiet because they said they were going to settle on a fair ground. Not to say because we won't close eye to corruption, no. Because if complainants and suspects don't agree on normal thing, it makes sense. But this one where we say they can't degrade the guy more to make him look stupid, because this is degrading and making him look more stupid.
The guy himself is not looking like he's he's preaching right now for all of us. So he's the only one that can decide that, I would think. Just that William might have to trade with caution now, because people are literally using him. Yes, at this point, people will literally be using him to be able to, I will tell VDM, okay, make I. And of course, he talks about it that people use his name and then get their money back before issues even come to him. Like the whole Akwakoko case. I think the video is already too long, but we'll discuss it again maybe some other time. Yes.
This is pushing a poor man like you are poor. You will take anything you like. And I hate a society like that. We could continue and small. There are some things that we neglected, and the police need to look into those things for real. If you pay that poor man, this other poor man, if you pay him, we'll look at those things. Jesus Christ
of Nazareth. So at this point as well, I would say one thing for sure. And okay, just to add an extra as well here, VDM just has to be careful, because people are going to be using him. And for those of you I've seen some people, when I speak, say something that you don't like about VDM, even though I'm speaking facts, you say I'm jealous of him. Are you normal in your head, my dear friends? Come on. How many followers do I have? Look at the numbers. Do I even command the audience like VDM? I don't have hatred in me, neither do I have jealousy or whatever. It's strictly facts over sentiments. I've been around here for long before you knew I existed. So if you are watching this video because of VDM, maybe today why I start, okay? So one thing you have to know right here is that we just face on the facts, and I don't really care whether you are the one that is loved or the one that is hated or something. Even here, even the devil, we defend the devil here. So far as the fact is a fact, because you cannot be saying the devil did this when the devil did not do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So VDM himself would have to be more cautious and more vigilant as well with respect to how he deals with information, because this one is actually good because the issue was already on social media. He reacted and got involved. But most especially when he's dealing with first-hand information, you have to be ready. For me, I don't deal with first-hand. People have told me things that people's secrets I hold in my hand like this. I have been told, I know, they document everything real, like pure confirmed evidence. But it's not as if I'm afraid to come and speak, because in the end, we are talking about people's images and reputation right here. I just know those things for me to understand that this is the kind of person this person is, beside whatever people paint the person to be on social media. But when something is trending, a public conversation about this person, that person, even if it's that person I know, I'll discuss the public conversation like a public conversation, not without having any personal sentiment or issues about with the person. So when he is more like at the forefront of bringing issues online, like the whole Bobrisky thing that came out, and Bobrisky came out and said that, oh, the voice is not mine, when we all know the voice is his. Now Bobrisky is of course in the UK, was able to leave Nigeria successfully and all of that. He has to also be extra careful because, yes, he said he's going to confirm and see if there's evidence and all that before he comes to talk, because people's image are at stake when it comes to his person. But he should also be careful of people using his personality as well for reasons like this, to get access or to just, taunt someone and in the end betray him or go behind his back. This is not the first time he's experiencing this. Remember the first thing that brought him out to limelight, the whole organic cream thing situation. Yeah, is this Jenny's Glow? I don't know what brand that was. This was what brought him out on social media. This was what made people know him. So he's experiencing it right now, more like the second time, where people, but just that it's different because the other one was direct contact. This one was him reacting to a trend and getting involved. So it's also one thing as well with situations like this.
You are opening your mouth to tell me that you are from Edo State. Why are you doing this? Jenny's Glow is your sister. Which nonsense sister? Everybody in Nigeria are my sisters. Everybody in Nigeria are my brothers. What is wrong is wrong. If you cannot take it, leave it. How do you tell somebody's parents to push moto? How do you do that? How do you tell somebody's parents to push moto? What sort of injustice and wickedness is that? Now you first get money. Now you first get money. Now you first get money. Release the girl. You say you're not going to release the girl. Then they beg you. They talk up and down. You they feel proud. Then they beg you. They feel proud. The girl go online. The one where bust my head pass. The girl do online. They try to tell her fans. Listen. She was trying to tell her fans. That guys, they released me from prison, from the cell. Look at what happened. Jenny's Glow's lawyer texted the girl on her live, and she told the girl that if you don't end this live right now, we are going to arrest you again. Immediately I felt like tearing up. You understand? I felt like tearing up. Reason is because I first of all blame my father. Immediately as I see that thing, I get triggered. I was gaslighted. I start to blame my father. Because now my father, where get money, where be rich man, where decide to enter polygamy, now he keep all of us like this. If no money for day my hand, well, to take the fight all this kind of matter. Do you get my point? You told the girl to end her life. If not, you will arrest her again. The girl ended the life. The girl sent me a message. Please don't talk about it again. They will arrest me. Please, I don't want to say anything. I am scared. They will arrest me. Please don't talk about Jenny's Glow. They will arrest me. My parents cannot do anything. My father is old. My mother is old. My parents are old. They cannot say anything. What sort of wickedness is that? And you open your sock away, they vomit shit, say you are trying to bring somebody's business down.
Public figures like, I won't say I'm a public figure, but people like us that get to discuss about issues like this. For me, I don't talk about first-hand things. Everyone knows me for that. I react, I break things down for my audience to understand, at least from the perspective I see it. Hopefully as well here, the Rattle community would, when you are commenting under his videos, and just, you can tell him some of these things. He may never get to watch my videos or something. I care less. Manne, ahead. Till I see you next time as well. Take care. Love you.
Oh God of money. They say what people are the people that love money. Now look at them. say money, locate them. Euro, locate them. Pounds and dollar, locate them. Any nonsense currency, don't locate Igbo people.